Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy birthday if today's your birthday. The first happy birthday of 2022. It feels so good to be back. You guys, I feel like it has been forever since I have just sat down and talked to you guys. It was a long break, but oh, it felt so good. But definitely started to feel like, okay, I'm ready to get back to it. I was really missing you guys. I was missing making content for you. So I am very excited that we are back. It's a new year, 2022. There's gonna be some fun changes happening to my channel. Nothing too crazy. It's gonna pretty much still be all the same content that you guys are used to, but just throwing a couple of other little content bits in there. Actually, at the end of the year, I do this thing on my Instagram where I poll you guys and get lots of ideas and feedback on my content from the last year, what you want to see more of, less of, blah, blah, blah. So I really used that and had a look at all of that data to understand what you guys are loving, what you want to change, and really making sure that I'm implementing that into my content strategy for this year. It's gonna be really fun. I definitely have new ideas that I'm really excited to dive into with you guys. Today's video is gonna be a little different. It's not gonna be a vlog, but the next video will be a vlog. So if you're here for a vlog, I am sorry it's not gonna be a vlog today because I do want to sprinkle in some different content types occasionally on my channel. I foresee myself still doing 90% vlogs, but every once in a while I want to do like a more quote-unquote main channel video. I know that that's sort of like an old concept, this like main channel concept, but I hope you guys know what I mean by that. Just something that's a little bit more focused on one topic rather than my day-to-day. And I thought a great one to kick off 2022 with would be to talk about my goals for the next year and how I am working on actually making them come true. So I guess sort of where I want to start is that I personally am a day-to-day goal-oriented person. You guys know I love my to-do lists. I love knowing what the plan is and then getting it done. But in the past, I really have slacked when it comes to bigger goals. Yes, I know what they are, but actually writing them down, saying them out loud, and making them happen has been something that I've been slacking with. And let me tell you, I have some big plans for 2022 for myself. There is a lot that I want to accomplish this year. So I definitely wanted to take a different approach this year and get a little bit more focused on actually what I want to happen and then what the plan is to actually get there. So that's what we're going to be chatting about a bit today. So with that in mind, I think we should start off with what my goals are. So step one in manifesting what you want in 2022 definitely comes from starting by writing down your goals. I thought that a good place to start would be just talking through the goals that I wrote down for myself. That way you understand the way that I phrased them and maybe they help to inspire some of your goals as well. I definitely foresee this like shifting and changing throughout the years. There'll probably be updates made, but this is what I have so far. Now, actually, before I get into this, I want to say, for me, there is something very scary about saying your goals out loud and publicly. It's probably something that has held me back in the past from actually achieving things because I just feel like, oh, if I say them out loud and they don't happen, then people are going to be judging me, like that I didn't accomplish my goals. You know, just all the stuff that happens up in your head. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. And you know what? We are trying to let that go this year. So the way that I wrote out my goals is sort of in a future tense, like I did this, rather than I want to do this, if that makes sense. So let me read them to you. Things continue to be great with Connor and our relationship blossoms even more. Blossoms, sort of. Weird word, but you guys get it. Connor and I saved a ton of money and are getting ready to buy our first home. I've read more than 12 books. 12 is the goal, but hopefully more than 12. I got my first long-term brand deal. I made 6 figures. My social media continues to grow and gain a larger audience. I traveled to Europe. I feel more confident and secure in my place in life and my career. My company and its profit continues to grow. My Patreon becomes a new successful form of income. Hint, hint, starting a Patreon this year. More to come later on that. Not in this video, but later. I got back into auditioning and auditioned regularly. I worked out 3 to 4 times per week and I'm seeing changes in both my mental and physical health. I work with a variety of new and exciting clients and they pay me a large rate to help them. Something else that I want to throw out there is that I also came up with a little morning routine for myself. I talk about this a little bit in the vlog that you're going to see after this, but basically just 3 goals for the morning: waking up and drinking a glass of water right away, doing my skincare in the morning, and getting a workout in. Now the workout may happen in the evening sometimes, may happen in the morning sometimes. It really depends day to day what I have going on, how busy I am, etc. And of course, not every morning will hit all 3 of those things, but those are the 3 goals every single morning to try to accomplish. accomplish. I'm actually trying this technique that I saw Caitlin use, my friend Caitlin B, if you follow her on YouTube as well, or Instagram, whatever, where she has her morning coffee and then works out right after. That way your brain starts to associate something you love, having your morning coffee, with something that maybe is a little bit harder, working out. So that's sort of my goal, is to have my morning drink, whatever that is, and then work out afterwards and see how that works for me. So that is my list of goals that I wrote down, which I thought was a really good first step, writing down what my manifestations are. That way I have them for moving on to the vision board. Okay, the next step for me when it comes to achieving my goals this year was creating a vision board. This is something that I really meant to do last year. Never got around to it, so we made it happen this year. And I definitely want to walk you guys through the process that I used. I just did mine on Canva, very simple. Canva, if you don't know, is just a free design app. I use it all the time. There is like a paid version of it, but you do not need the paid version at all, especially for this. So I just went in, I created a new design using the dimensions of my desktop background, because that was my idea, is to put my vision board on the background of my computer. That way I can see it all the time. And this is what I created. My printer only prints in black and white, so it looks very, very sad. But this will do for now, and I'll go to like a FedEx or something and get it printed in color so it's a little bit nicer. So I did create a little time lapse of me making my vision board, that way you guys could see what I did. Basically, I just went onto Pinterest and downloaded a bunch of photos that I thought related to the goals that I just shared with you guys. So I went through that list and made sure that there was at least one, if not more, photos of each goal that I could include on my vision board. Once I was done with that, I just put all of the photos into Canva, and then all you have to do is click and drag them onto your canvas and make your vision board. It's super, super simple. You can change the sizes really easily. You can move photos forward and backwards really easily. It's by far, in my opinion, the easiest design app to use for most things, but especially when it comes to something like this. So I just want to walk you through some of the things that I put on my vision board. First of all, I put all of my social media icons, as well as like some little follower count icons. That way I could help manifest my followers growing, my following growing, my subscribers growing, etc. Obviously, lots of photos on here that have to do with living a healthy lifestyle, salads, fruits, vegetables. We have a little book photo in the middle there to help represent me reading more books this year, big goal of mine. We also obviously have a little desk moment and some money, because we are trying to manifest that green this year, you guys. We want the businesses to be booming, all of them. We have some photos on here for self-care, like some skincare, also a girl drinking wine, because drinking wine is a form of self-care too, you guys. Don't be fooled. I also have a photo of a stack of scripts on here to represent all of the auditions that I'll be going on this year, because there's going to be a lot of them. You can feel it. A couple photos of Europe, including one of a Christmas market. I forget where this Christmas market was, but I saw so many European Christmas markets on Instagram this past December, and I was like, I never wanted to travel to Europe in December before, but check, I am dying to. I need to go to a European Christmas market, so definitely had to throw one of those on there. I'm really, really hoping that we can get to that this year. Had to get some photos on there to represent the goal of buying a house, or at least starting that process. We're gonna see how far we get. Saving, who knows what exactly it will be, but obviously had to put a couple things on there for that. And then there are a few little random bits and bobs in there. One being this little middle finger moment, because we are trying to have a more don't give an F attitude this year, because I am tired of worrying about what other people think, or not hurting other people's feelings, or like holding back things that I want to say or do, because I'm worried about what other people might say or think about it. Fuck that. We are moving on from that this year. I have this little graphic at the bottom that says I am beautiful, because we're going to be more confident in ourselves this year. And then I also have this cute little photo of me, Kate, and Vic, where we're all just laughing, that I thought just represented having really good times with friends and people that I love, which is obviously something that I'm always trying to manifest. And that's the board, y'all. That is what we are working on this year. So I'm literally just gonna have this hanging up right above my desk. That way I can see it every single day. I want to do a version that I can put as my desktop background, which I obviously already have done. And then I also want to do one that I can put as a phone background. That way it is somewhere where I'm going to see it all the time. I want my goals to stay front of mind this whole year instead of sort of falling to the wayside. So easy just to get into a normal routine instead of actually reassessing every single week, what am I doing to achieve my goals? So I guess that is another goal of mine, is to work on achieving my goals more actively. Honestly, you guys, this is my first time ever trying to manifest something, so I personally am very intrigued on how it's going to work out for me. I know lots of people who have had amazing results from just speaking things out loud, having them visualized in front of them, so I definitely want to work on that this year even more. I'm actually very excited that I created this. Even though it looks very sad and black and white right now, I still feel like I can get the vibe. I know what's going on here in this photo and I am into it. There you have it, you guys. That is where I am at in my goal setting process for 2022. As I said, I have a really good feeling about this year. I don't know why. I feel like you probably have a good feeling about years every year, but this one in particular just feels like it's gonna be good. And I'm just putting that out there into the world. This will be a good year. Every year, every time always has some challenges that get thrown at you, but all in all, I am feeling really good. I hope this inspired you guys to sit down and think about what your specific goals for 2022 are, maybe create a vision board as well that you can look at every single day. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on how my manifestation process goes, since it's my first time ever really trying it. What things come true, what things don't. We'll definitely have to do a check-in maybe halfway through the year and then at the end of the year, because I think it'll be really fun. Just keep track of it together, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching today though. I hope that you enjoyed my very first video of 2022. There's going to be a vlog coming up for you next, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. I love you guys and I will see you in my next video.